Hey you guys! I actually just wanted to tell you about my first kayaking experience, which was good and bad all at the same time. So, yeah, I had a lot of fun. I feel like I've done something similar when I was a lot younger, but I don't fully remember it. So this was, really different and lots of fun. I went with some, good friends of mine. The usual crew when we hang out and have parties and stuff, they all went. So, yeah, I think I was the only newbie in the bunch. Everyone else has been at least, 2 to 3 times. My best friend and her husband went early yesterday because they were buying kayaks because they went twice last weekend and they fell in love with it, and they bought kayaks because they want to be doing this like all the time. And they have a canal behind their house, so they have easy access to get to a river to do some kayaking. So, lucky bastards. But I may buy one so I can go join them sometimes. But yeah, I got up pretty early yesterday, and I met up with my friends about 10:30, and we got on the water about 11:30 or so, I think. We went through a company that, hauled us all on like a school bus, so I felt like we were back in, high school on a field trip because, like I said, I've been friends with my best friend since I was in the 8th grade, and we used to go on many a field trip together, and we've always sat together, so it was like high school all over again, except for her husband was sitting, in the little seat across the aisle from us, and yeah, it was really interesting. So we got on the water, and let's see, I think there were 8 of us that went, and my friend warned me, cause I talked to her earlier in the week, because this whole group went last Sunday, but I didn't feel like going. I wanted to sleep in for once, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pass, so I'll go ahead. But they had so much fun, I was like, okay, next time you go, let me know. Well, she called me in the week and she was like, we're going kayaking Sunday, are you going? I was like, hell yes, I want to go. So I went, and like I said, it was 8 of us that went, and the whole other group had went last weekend, and she warned me. She was like, okay, I'm not gonna lie to you, we were like the redneck yacht club. I was like, what do you mean? She was like, well, we didn't really want to work the whole way, so we all bungeed our kayaks together and just floated like in this big, like 7 wide or 6 wide like kayak little bungee, and just floated down the river. And I was like, awesome. And sure enough, we were out there maybe like 10 minutes, and we're like, all right, let's bungee up. So we all got bungees and like bungeed our like kayaks together and just kind of floated. And if we come to like rapids, you could hear them coming, so we like all on bungee, but it was mostly like flat water. And hit the rapids, and I did not flip my boat one time. I'm so proud of myself. So yeah, it was fun. It wasn't very sunny yesterday. The whole way driving to this place, I was hitting rain patches, and I was like, oh, we're gonna get rained out. I don't want to be on the river when it's raining. No. But luckily it didn't rain once while we were out there. We stopped at like these big rocks to like, just relax for a little bit, and this big rock, it was like gigantic in the middle of the water, and on either side were like rapids. The rapids over here were like, I think the biggest ones, on that river, and it still wasn't that big. It was like, I think, 4-foot drop. The other side was a little bit more mellow. So we stopped at that rock and, kind of watched people coming down those rapids, and like every other person was like flipping their kayaks, and then there were, the a bit more experienced people in the little bitty like kayaks that like hold you in, like playing in the rapids, like flipping themselves over and rolling their kayaks and stuff like that. And let's see, oh yeah, if you jumped off this rock at a certain spot, you would like jump into the water, and it would like, the current would carry you like around the rock. So like we were all like jumping in and letting it carry us, and in front of the rock there was like a little island, but you could not swim to the island unless the current like carried you in that direction. Then you started swimming. So it kind of became like a little challenge to us to see who could get to the little island. Well, my best friend went and her husband went. He made it first and he tried to grab her and he couldn't reach her, so she floated back to the big rock. So then I went and I started swimming my little ass off, and he reached out and grabbed me and pulled me up. And I was like, "Ooh, we made it!" And then here comes another one of our friends' husband, and he was just swimming at us, and my best friend's husband like reached his arm out. He was like, "Come on, man!" And he did, and the new guy pulled him off. So I reached out and grabbed him, and they pulled me off. So here we go, back off floating towards the little rock, and we're like, shit. That was pretty cool, because if you let go of one of those rocks on that island, you were gone. I mean, that's all. It was pretty strong, but it was pretty fun. So I want to, I'm really extreme with things. I want to like go hit some really big rapids and stuff one day. So yeah. Anyway, about the time we left that big rock, my head started kind of hurting. So I really didn't eat any breakfast. And I packed some snacks in my cooler and I started eating at the rock. But I think it was too late, so I started getting like a hunger headache. And then the sun wasn't helping, so little ways down I started feeling really sick. And they were all wanting to bungee up again and, you know, just float. And I was like, I can't. I was like, I've got to get out of this and get home because I'm about to get sick. So I went ahead and just paddled on, and I think at that point we had like an hour left to just like float. I think I was there in like 20 minutes to the end point and had to haul this big heavy ass kayak out of the water up this little ramp because apparently there was supposed to be like a guy there to help me pull it out, but he was MIA. And so I had to like pull it up this little ramp thing, and it was hard as hell. It was hot, and like I was feeling so sick and lightheaded and just weak that like my muscles were just like shaking, and it was all I had to like pull that kayak up out of the water and, you know, get my cooler and make it up this what seemed like a 90-degree fucking walk up this hill to get back to my car. So yeah, let's see how much time I got left. I've got a minute left. Okay. So yeah, I hauled ass home and crawled into bed and passed out until work this morning. So yeah, felt like crap. I don't feel great today. I feel like really weak, but what can you do about it? Oh well. So yeah, that was my first kayaking experience. If you've ever been, let me know. We'll have something in common now. I'm a total kayaker. So yeah, let's be, guys.